Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wide receiver comes in motion. Brown wants to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume. And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll try the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Arizona in a hurry.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And fires complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Brown will throw it. With the catch, it's Barnes. Bulldozes his way through. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. He might want another play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now from inside the red zone. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try.
Number 17 on the field goal.
Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they...
Intercepted! Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Arizona right back to the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. A little release to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Courtney. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Boom. Grab near the sticks. It's Courtney. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's in Arizona.
They'll send the back in motion. Leaves it with the running back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Brown will throw it. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. He'll pull it down and run. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Power football with the run. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Cougars are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Anderson will throw. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Cougar. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Anderson wants to throw. Got his man. See what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
No gain on the play. First down for the offense.
The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Cougars headed quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Calls his own number. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense.
42 spot.
Brown wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Arizona in a hurry. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Green 25.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Courtney. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Arizona. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on in this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Anderson will throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Shakes off the defender. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Arizona right back to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Brown wants to pass. Complete downfield. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. He's looking downfield to throw. Going over the top. A full dive to haul that one in. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field.
And that's in Arizona.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Just keeps slinging it. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Houston wants to play fast. The give on the option. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Anderson wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Johnson. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Motion from the back. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Takes the easy one to the back. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And as we get deep in this 1st half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Houston, hello. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got the first down and more. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Brown wants to pass. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They had the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That is just textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for that first down. Also, great find by the quarterback.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Houston going up-tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Glass. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes his man miss. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sending the offense onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Offense facing 4th down.
Black 24.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
And this one is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. It's been like a launching pad for that UCF offense today. Liftoff and touchdown on just about every series. They're up by 28 over Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Houston wants to play fast. To the air on second down. And full extension down the right side for the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Quick release on the RPO. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Pick up a 5, it'll be third down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Anderson wants to throw. Got a man. It's Class. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
It's a draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Houston going up tempo. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Thurman. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical 3rd down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great.
Touchdown, Houston. Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Arizona in a hurry. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Gonna look downfield again. He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Brown wants to pass. Got a man. It's Courtney. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Arizona comes out with another 1st down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. And still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Anderson will throw. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
Tackled on the play at the 39-yard line. And a first down for the offense.
New set of downs after the completion. Sends it back in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Wiley. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Houston wants to play fast.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Glass. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Henderson wants to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Glass. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Quick strike through the air for the score. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Brown will throw it. Hauls it in. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Arizona right back to the line.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Kendricks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's in Arizona.
To the air on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Kendricks. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down.
Easy.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
2nd down.
second down, he'll throw it. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
You're down 2 possessions. Fourth quarter, time's not your friend. You got to take a shot. Defense doing a great job in the end zone, making sure that ball falls incomplete. Clean play, excellent coverage. Everybody's eyes on the quarterback. And that's probably going to seal the deal for this defense.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Backed up now, here's second and long. Fires to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line gets set, first down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're dealing with a second and long. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Now facing a third and long. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0